Today's August 20th, it's Tuesday, and we're starting with Go Math 1.1. Now, whenever you see like a 1.1 or a 1.2, that means Module 1, Lesson 1. Okay, so the first number before the decimal point tells you what module or what overall unit it is, and then the second number will tell you what lesson from that unit. Okay, so this is Module Lesson 1. And for today, we're doing the same lesson for 4th and 5th grade because what I did is I kind of combined it, and these are all basic. It should be review, what we're doing today and tomorrow. Okay, it's kind of like a review into the year because some of us, we haven't really thought about math over the summer. Some of us we did, but some of us we didn't. So we're going to kind of warm up our math brains, wake them up, and then we'll be good to go to start into our 4th grade and 5th grade lessons next week. Make sense? Okay. We can use, as you know, we can use what's called base 10 blocks to represent numbers, right? If I have a cube like this, it represents what number? 1, because this is just one cube. Now, I can group the cubes together into different arrangements to represent different numbers, right? So this is 1, a cube is 1. What about a long? How many cubes does it take to make one rod or one long? Everyone? 10. Okay. Now, how many tens would it take to make one flat? 10. How many tens? 10 tens. Go ahead and fill that in. 10 tens makes one flat. How many ones then makes one flat? 100. Good. Right under that, let's write 100 ones. Okay. Now, do you guys agree this is 100 then? Yeah. A flat is 100? How many flats would it take to make this one cube? 10. Right? If I lined up 10 of them, 10 hundreds, that would make one cube. Do you agree? Okay, let's fill in that blank. 10 hundreds equals one cube. Now, let me ask you a question. If there's 100 ones, you guys told me that the flat is 100 ones, right? And there's 10 of these in this. How many ones are there in here? 1,000. 1,000 ones. Go ahead and write that in. 1,000 ones. Because 10 times 100 is 1,000. Good. Okay, so let's fill in these blanks really quickly. How many small cubes make a long? 10. The long represents 10. Good. How many longs make a flat? 10 longs make a flat. The flat represents 100. Good. How many flats make a large cube? 10 flats make a large cube. The large cube represents 1,000. Good. As you already know, we use a place value chart, or where a number is determines the value of that digit, right? And numbers are just numbers until you put them in order. The value of a digit depends on its place value position in the number. Okay, a place value chart can help you understand the value of each digit in the number. As you know, 3 digits together make a period. Go ahead and do what I'm doing on your notebook. That's called a period. This is called a period because there's 3 digits together. And this is a period because there's 3 digits together. Do you see that? You don't need to use different colors. You can just use your pencil. When we're writing numbers, we use a teeny tiny symbol to show in between periods. What symbol do we use? A comma, yeah. So when we write numbers, we would have a comma here, we'd have a comma here, right? This is called the ones period. What period do you think this is called? The thousands period. What is this one? Millions. Yeah, okay, good. And we know the ones place because normally if there's a decimal, there'd be a decimal point there. Do you agree? Yeah. Okay. So if we have the number 894613, we know that the 3 is in the what's place? 1. The 1 is in the 10. The 6 is in the 100. So what's the value of the 4? Well, it's in the 1,000s place, so it's 4 1,000s or 4,000s. So the value of the 4 is 4,000. What's the value of the 9? Well, it's in the tens place of the thousands period. Do you see that? Did you guys notice how each period's ones, tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds, ones, tens, hundreds? What would be next? Ones, tens, hundreds, right? Of the 10 millions. Good. So the 9, right? Because if I wrote this number 894613, what place value is the 9 in? The 10,000s place, right? So the value of the 9 is 9 10,000s or 90,000. Good. We have 2304, right? And we have 16135. Do you guys see that? Circle the 3 in both of those numbers. Does 3 always have the same value? No. Let's compare the values of those 3's, okay? So let's first write 2,304 in the place value chart. So right here, write 2,304. We know that because we know that the 4 is in the ones place, the 3 is in the hundreds place, and the 2 is in the thousands place. You guys see that? Okay. So, Evan, where is the 3 in this number? The 3 is in the what's place? The hundreds place. So we have 3 100s, or what's the value of the 3 then? 300. Good, 300. Okay. Now, let's take a look at the next value, the next 3. This time, write 16,135 in the place value chart. What I like to do sometimes if I'm not sure is I start in the ones place and I start on the right-hand side and I fill in the numbers this way. Okay. Kashyap, where's the 3 now? In the tens place. So what's the value of the 3 this time? 30. Good. Go ahead and fill that in. So each 100 is 10 times as many as 10. Remember, each 100 is 10 tens. So this 3 is bigger than this 3. Would you agree? How many times bigger is it? 10 times bigger. So the value of the 3 in 2,304 is 10 times bigger than the value of 3 in 16,135. Does that make sense? Because it's 10, it's one place value over. It moved from here to here. And then when you move over, it gets 10 times bigger. When you move from the tens to the hundreds. Yes? Now that we know what we know about the place value chart, we know that 3,000 is 10 times as much as 300 because we would move the 3 from the hundreds column to the thousands column to make it 10 times bigger. What number would be 1/10 of 300 then? Maham? 30. Because again, we know that if we shift the digit over to the right, to the smaller place value, one place value over, it gets to be 10 times smaller. So 30 is 1/10 of 300. Make sense? Good. So what I want you to do is find some space, maybe up here in the corner or something like that, and draw a place value chart. All you need to do, watch me first. Place value charts, here's the secret. Sometimes students spend hours making place value charts. Here's how fast it can be. Watch. Done. Right? Because what place is this? Go ahead, take 3 seconds to make yourself a place value chart. Find some space. 1, 2, 3, done. That's it. Make it neat so you can understand it, but yeah, 1, 2, 3, done. Because sometimes I have students who are like, okay, and this is the ones place, and this is, no, all you need is this dot to tell you. This is the? Ooh, decimal, yeah, we're going to get into that. We're going to get to that, but not today. Okay, now, the first number we need to write is 10. How would you write 10 on your place value chart? Well, you'd write it like this. Do you agree? Yeah. Okay, so what number would be 10 times as much as 10? You have to move the 1 over here. So Gaurav, what number is 10 times as much as 10? 100, write it in your chart. What number is 1/10? Sorry, let me write it up here. What number is 1/10 as much as 10? Well, I have to move the 1 over here, right? So what number would it be? Anshul? What number is 1/10 of 10? 100 is 10 times as much as 10. 1/10 would be something smaller, 10 times smaller. So what number is 10 times smaller than 10? 10 is the same as 10.
Oh, 0.
0 is not. 0 is nothing. So 10, the 1 is in the what's place value?
The
Tens. And to make it bigger, we moved it to the? Okay, to make it smaller, we would move it to the?
1.
So if I put a 1 here, what number is that?
1.
Got it. Thank you, Anshul, for being not afraid to make fabulous fails. I love it. I'm going to call on you more, though, so that you can help us learn, okay? So there's our first place value chart. Work with the people at your table group. Anushka, come join the orange table to finish figuring out what's 10 times as much as 70 and 9,000 and 1/10 of those two numbers. Make a place value chart to show that you're thinking, just like this. Go. It's not 9 million. Think about what it would be. Thank you. Eyes and ears in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Eyes up here. Give me a thumbs up if you got the same answers as me. You'll notice it's not graded. This is your own learning. Now, if you found, oh, so I didn't get the same answer as you, should you be ashamed and be like, well, I'm going to put my thumb up so no one knows that I didn't get it right? Would that be a good move to do? No. But is it true that no one would know that you didn't get it right? Yes. Yeah, who else wouldn't know that you didn't get it right? You. Me? And you would know that you didn't get it right, but would you be doing anything about it? No. If at this point you're like, I didn't get this right, what should a good student do with a growth mindset? Sakina?
Practice more.
Well, if you don't get it, just doing more practice may not help, right? Ask for help, okay? A big part of being in this class, whether it's a combo year or not, I expect my students to show up, which doesn't mean just be here. It means if you need help, let me know, okay? Don't wait till the test for me to grade it and say, oh, they really needed help. Get help before the test. Ask for help. I'm never going to intentionally make you feel stupid or make you feel like you don't know it, okay? If I'm accidentally doing that, let me know so I can stop, okay? But the point is, I'm here to help you. And I have checks to see, I have ways to check to see if you need help. But if you know you need help, don't wait for me to check. Ask for help. Got it? Okay, good. Any questions about this slide? Anshul, we good? Okay, you got it.